"9:45 p.m. The phone rang. I had a lot on my plate, so I chose to ignore the call. I changed my mind when I saw who was calling. It was the wife of the client I worked with on my last case. She was sobbing and trying to explain why she called. I could barely make out what she was saying, and eventually the connection died. All I could make out from the last call was suicide and awful feeling. Fortunately, on our last case, I had installed an app on his phone that served as a GPS tracker.
Wait!
I did not make it in time. It is never a pleasant sight seeing someone die, but it made me wonder, what did he find that pushed him off a building?
Of Chidi, and I still can't find the reason why he would kill himself. I was hired to prove Chidi's innocence of a crime his co-workers accused him of. After the case was over, Chidi walked out a free man, but he later came across a decoded message from an email I received months back. He found it intriguing and wanted to follow it up. I told him it was dangerous, but of course, he didn't listen. Chidi Ike, I haven't known him for long, but at the time I did, he was one of the few decent humans left on this earth. Hello?
Mr. Mnande, I have some info about Chidi Ike. Meet me at Central Mall in the middle of town by 2 p.m. I'll be wearing a purple top on a brown big shorts.
I arrived at the mall by 1:30 p.m. Being up several nights, I decided to take a quick nap. I was woken up by a kid who asked if I was Mr. Nnamdi Chima. Still drowsy, I checked the time and it was 5 minutes after 2 p.m. I looked around for my contact. After a while, I noticed the kid was wearing the same attire I had described by my contact. I asked if he was the one who called. He confirmed it and introduced himself as Tunde. As we talked, a noticeable figure stepped into the mall. He scanned the room like he was looking for someone, and his head rested in my direction. And in a split second, chaos.
So, I'm guessing he wasn't successful?
I am afraid so.
What about the other one?
He is still carrying out his assignment, and his presence will remain unknown to them if he keeps a safe distance.
Well, it's only a matter of time before the detective discovers him. But before that happens, I should introduce myself in person. What is their current location?
He hasn't contacted us yet, but when he does, we will inform you.
Fine, I'll wait.
Which road is speaking for yourself? Okay then. Guy, make you relax. I still find out. When I find out, I go call you. Relax, I call you. I dey for one place like that. I know sabi the area, so I no fit tell you the name. Okay now, I don't go.
I know you're wondering what's going on and what exactly I am. I already planned to tell you everything from the start. But before we reach our destination, I'll tell you a little about myself.
We've been running from the light, chasing our shadows.
It all began when the government initiated the human genome documentation. I came across a boy named Tunde who had a unique DNA sequence. When he was 13 years old, they had him admitted to the government hospital to treat a fabricated illness. He was held in the hospital for close to a year, during which they ran several experiments on him. They tried to bond his foreign DNA to his through the process of cloning. Some were part animal, but none lived past a week. After several attempts, a clone was created whose DNA mimicked the foreign DNA closely with the help of nano machines to unlock great potentials. On the day I was to be relocated, the hospital suffered a power blackout that lasted for 7 minutes. During this, I heard a strange sound in my head, after which I heard someone talking to me, asking me to protect some people he called parents. I asked him who I was, that he would seek my help, and at that moment I was flooded with information that I believe was his memory. After that, I escaped the hospital and made my way to his home. By the time I made it in, the man I believed to be his father and mine was already dead. I only managed to save his mother and mine.
Yo, Prof! We found the test subject. Good! You found it. I have been tracking it. Where's the rest of it? They're in the car. Oh. And the detective? Did you bring him? Oh. It's an honor to meet you, Detective Chima. My first name is Femi, but you can call me Prof. There's a lot we have to discuss.
I sat for what seemed like hours, listening to Prof explain how everything in society is a vice to keep control of the masses. He went on about secret organizations, puppet masters, things the conspiracy theorists would be interested in. And unfortunately, I was one. Even though I will not let myself be dragged into something so frictional.
I can see the doubt in your eyes.
It's alright. It's alright. I've been doing this for many years, so I no doubt when I say it.
Are you serious right now? After everything you've seen? I met a man in the way, Imo State. He believed his unusual strength came from God. But I'm sure it's just a result of a genetic mutation. I am a 28-year-old man. I'm supposed to get a house, steady income, get married, and start a family. I am positive that everything I saw in the past few hours has an explanation that is not so nonsensical, that explanation that is reasonable, based in reality.
Reality! What is real? Truth! Where can I find it? You, sir, are in denial. Why did you take the programming course? It clearly said on the headline that this will change the course of your destiny.
How? How did you?
No! Because I gave it to you. I sent out 300 applications to every decent person in a position of power. Out of 300, only 30 showed promise. And out of 30, only 3 took action when they needed it. You, sir, are one of those 3. You stood for something when everybody else fell for everything. You saved your friend from a 2-year sentence in a Nigerian prison. Due to uncontrollable circumstances, he got a hold of information that cost him his life. You want to live a normal life? Going about your days aimlessly, walking till the day you can't anymore. I have news for you. That life is a facade, a mask that hides the true reality of this world. A lie placed gently over the truth. You saved a friend as a police officer, but you couldn't save him when the big boys came knocking. You were powerless. Do you hesitate? You have what it takes. You have the mind. With all your gifts and all your talents, would you want to stay a police officer that's powerless against the big boys? Or would you want to be a man that stands in judgment day and say to God that he fought evil when you saw it?
I will need some time to process this.
Excellent! Tunde, show him to his quarters. Chima, you're a force that will not be expected.
That was a colossal failure. Months of work wasted. I hope you gave me with some good news.
Sir, I apologize for our incompetent work, but we have another one ready. It is a clone of the last one, and I spent more time in the pod and it's fully matured.
Why didn't you bring that one in the first place?
Sir, at the time both of them were not ready. But when the tests were being conducted on the other one, the one in the pod became fully developed.
I can't afford any more delays. If this clone fails, a more drastic measure will be taken. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Sir, we have an intruder.
I can see that. They are probably here to blow this facility too. Get everybody out. It will be a lot easier to start over if I don't have to look for scientists all over again. Send the clone to deal with them.
The charges have been set, and they evacuated the building.
Good. In about 10 minutes, the building will be completely evacuated, and then we can blow this sucker up. What if they find the bomb and disarm it?
Don't worry, that'll be impossible.
Wait, what if nobody leaves? Are we still going to blow it up? We'll give them a choice. If they choose to stay and die, that's their choice. That's murder. Murder! You know, I wouldn't mind that if it means I read the word.
Wait! You guys hear that?
This wasn't part of the plan. Shit! It was at this moment that it dawned on me how little we know of the world. Creatures we believe resides only in our imagination, walk on this planet in flesh and blood. It has been almost 2 months since I last saw those creatures. I would love to never have to face them again. But there's a lot at.
Who's that? It's him. Anthony. Good evening, Detective Chima. You have been missing for quite some time. Over a year, to be exact. That's right. I have been watching you. Our superiors picked an interest to you, and we've kept watch ever since. Until you went missing, of course. You might not be aware, but I know you were part of the group that broke into my facility and blew it up. I guess you masked your identity with an advanced jamming device that jams both organic and non-organic visual recognition. But there is a flaw. Although my brain could not recall your face, my heart did. You might have blocked the memories, but you will always be a murderer. And because your dad was a rich and powerful man, justice didn't apply to you. I could have killed you a long time ago, but my superiors held me back. They wanted me to convince you to join us. By any means necessary. The clock is ticking. For some years now, I have almost forgotten what a horrible person I am. How did it come to this? It all started from a simple investigation. The death of a friend.
looking deeper for the truth. An attempted assassination of my source. Finding out I was picked intentionally to be a part of a resistance.
Can one truly escape from the past? Because no matter how much I try to move forward, it's always there. He wants revenge, and he won't stop until he gets it. He wants to make me feel the way he did back then, and I deserve it. Every ounce of his hatred, I deserve it, but not those close to me. They did nothing to deserve it. They don't even know about it. I am the monster here. But he won't listen to that. Because he has become the monster too. And all he wants to do is to destroy. And I cannot let that happen.
What was that you just gave me?
Ah, you mean this serum? Well, it was originally used in the clothing factory to accelerate the aging process of clothes. But I adjusted it a little. Now, it accelerates the human metabolism extremely fast, which results in super fast healing and super fast speed. You are the fastest I've seen so far. I guess you have a weird reaction to it.
So, you're one of them. Those markings on your chest shows you're not just genetically altered, but you accepted the DNA of a Nephilim and merged it with yours. You fool. You've sealed your fate. There is no redemption for you.
You seem to know a lot. Well, I'm not surprised, since you spent more than a year in the company of Vimy. I gave up my humanity willingly to achieve this power. Otherwise it destroys you in the most horrifying way possible. I'm sure he told you a lot of nonsense. Well, all he told you was true.
Anthony, I need your assistance.
I'm kind of busy right now.
I know. If the blast didn't kill him, he will eventually die from the radiation, which is a slow and painful death. Even the nanoshield won't protect him from it. Won't that be a better outcome?
Very well. What do you want?
The closer you got to me, the faster I try